Let's go, your mentor, guys. Yes, sir. Hope you guys are having a fantastic week. We have great news, guys. As you have seen, we have brought back the weekly analysis. So as long as you're in this channel, guys, we'll be showing you on how we are approaching each and every week as traders, especially using our FX Gold strategies. And right here, what I have in front of me, guys, is the FX Gold 4.0 institutional strategy. This strategy is only limited to our 4.0 students, but lucky for you guys, we'll be showing you on how we tackle the week ahead, how we basically plan on how to take trades, because the most important thing, guys, as a trader is to basically learn that we shouldn't force our ideas on the market or force our predictions in the market. What we need to do is we simply need to wait and see what the market gives us, and that is what we're going with. This is exactly how we approach the market. And right here in front of me, guys, this is the 1 hour time frame, and there's the analysis I had for this week. So basically what I did was I planned for the week ahead. As you guys can see with the screenshot over here, guys, this was the beginning of the week. This was my trade idea for Nasdaq or Nas 100. So basically what I had was we're at a strong resistance zone or a bearish order block. Failure to cross the resistance will lead to sells, but a break above and retest would lead to massive buys. And that's exactly what happened, guys. Already when I planned for my week ahead, I did not force my predictions on the market, but I simply followed the strategy that I had, because I always make sure that I plan ahead. That is how I'm able to trade my plan. Every time, guys, you're on weekends for us traders are simply for back testing and always analyzing for the week ahead. If you want to have a profitable week, you need to have a planned week. Have a plan and trade your plan. That is how you're going to be successful as traders. After I saw that the market was not actually breaking down and giving me a retest, I waited for my setup. I waited for a break above and a retest. Immediately after having that retest, guys, that is when I entered my buys. As you guys can see, I also traded NFP. NFP also helped us a lot, pushing the buys towards the upside. That's exactly what I was planning for, guys. I didn't force my predictions of the market. I waited for the market to give me direction, and I simply followed. And that is how I was able to catch my buys. That is how I plan for the week that we just came from right now. So what's important is how do we plan for the next week? What is their plan for the week ahead? Make sure you do have a religious approach when it comes to the market, because as long as you have a religious approach in the market, you'll always consistently become profitable. After I finished analyzing, guys, I have to make sure that I take screenshots of my analysis and understand where I was last week, because I'll remove everything and start afresh. I need to analyze again from the start and see what is the market giving me for the week ahead. As you guys know, man, every time when we analyze, we start on our daily time frame. That is how we look at the market with a clearer view. From then on, that's how we always dive in deeper and see what the market has for us. So today, guys, I'll be specifically analyzing indices. I'll be analyzing Nasdaq, US30, and also GER30. Before I even start the lesson, guys, you guys know I always make sure that I switch my analysis into a line chart. After doing that, then I'm able to basically mark out all my important highs and important lows of the day, whereby I'm not being able to focus on fake outs. I'm basically cutting out all the noise, removing all the fake outs, and looking at the market nakedly. So this is what we have right now, guys. Basically, I've just marked out my high, my middle of the trade, and also my low. Obviously, guys, this is my lowest of the day. This will be the highest of the day. And this currently where we are at the market price. So I need to understand what is the market telling me before I even start to analyze, guys. Using our FX Gold 4.0 combination of price action and SMC, I already see that we have a lot of bearish momentum coming in. We just came from a strong bullish momentum, as you guys can see here with the indicator. This is basically the script that we have made that shows us whether we're in a bullish market or a bearish market. You guys can see when we're in blue, the market was obviously bullish, and right now the market might slightly start becoming a bit bearish. However, we do know that we have a strong supporting area over here. This is one of the strongest areas that we know, hence we see obviously with the retest. As long as the market doesn't break below this point, we already have an idea that we are going with buys, because a break below this point means that we have broken out and we are now going with sells towards the downside. So already that is just my outlook of what I might be looking for. And already, guys, from my daily time frame, I spot out what kind of a trend we're in, and I can basically spot out that we are in a bearish trend. And how I'm able to spot this out is because I see that we have lower lows at the bottom and lower highs at the top. So with that, guys, I need to wait to see if the market will break my resistance over here. A break above of the resistance and having a retest will lead to further buys towards the upside. All right, so basically that That is what I'll be looking for if the market does obviously break out, have a retest, and push towards the upside. That is the market building enough momentum to break above our bearish order block zone. As you guys have seen from last week, again, we had a bearish order, but the market built momentum to break above and push towards the upside. Understand, guys, I am not forcing my predictions. I'm simply waiting and see what is the market giving me. So now I'm going to simply switch back into candlestick. One thing I want to tell you guys is that you need to mark out which kind of trend you're in and also understand the kind of patterns that you are in. Obviously, guys, we have different types of patterns, and this right here can be a bullish flag towards the upside. However, failure to do that, it means that the market is simply respecting the trend and we are pushing again towards the downside, respecting the fact that we are in a bearish trend, and we also seen that we have a lot of bearish momentum and bearish order blocks confirming for us that we might be having sellers coming in. One thing you should understand, guys, never force your predictions. Wait and see what the market is giving you and simply go with that. From then on, guys, let's dive in deeper. Let's go to a 4-hour time frame and see what the market has for us. I'm seeing a lot of bearish momentum, guys. I won't lie. I'm seeing a lot of bearish momentum. Planning ahead means that I'm going to basically wait for a confirmation if I'm going to go with sells. My confirmation will obviously have to be a break below, give me a retest. After that, I'll push towards the downside. That is when I'll basically plan to take my entry. If I'm going to go with sells, I'm not just simply going to enter sells just like that. I need to wait to see if the market will respect my setup. I don't just force my prediction. I'm waiting for the market to show me where it's going for sells, and that's exactly when I'll go for sells, all right? Because I am seeing that inside of our bearish trend, we do also have a slightly bullish trend towards the upside. I do see that we have a bullish trend. So it's important for us to know that if the market fails to break below, the market can just simply, if it doesn't retest from this point, the market can go lower, retest here, come back, give us a bullish momentum building up, and then we are going with bias. That is if the market doesn't break outside out of our bullish zone. So it's important for you guys to make sure you wait for the setup before you enter your sells. Nasdaq is very strong when it comes to the bullish momentum. The Nasdaq has been forever buying, especially in 2020 and 2021 during COVID days. Nasdaq was giving us massive buys, right? So looking for a buy entry, going to wait for break above, retest. That is when you will say that you are looking for your bullish entries. So when you're placing your stop loss, guys, it's important for you guys to also know that setting a stop loss is not necessarily just setting a stop loss. You need to set a stop loss as a point of you saying that from this point on, the market has invalidated your setup and you're basically getting out and looking for better opportunities. Always set a 1:2 type of ratios. Never set a 1:1 because you'll never be profitable. Having a 1:2 risk to reward ratio means that you are willing to lose one but gain two in order for you to be profitable. Because in order for you to become successful as a trader, it's not only just important to focus on your entry but also have an edge. So right here, guys, we do see that we have a strong resistance. This resistance represents the fact that the market is still in a bearish trend. This is one of the most important resistance that we have, because right here we have also one of the most important support areas at the bottom down there. This will be a strong support and this will be a strong resistance. The reason I'm labeling these two, guys, is because these two right here show us whether are we going for overall bias towards the upside or overall sells towards the downside. So this is just me looking at the market, guys. When we take trades, we need to dive in deeper to the 1 hour time frame and see what the market is giving us on a smaller time frame. So guys, after we dive in deeper to a 1 hour time frame, we can still see that we were in a bullish trend. The market is still giving us a lot of bullish momentum. When we're diving in deeper, we are seeing that the market is building enough momentum to try to break aside of our bearish trend. So for those who are looking for sells, it's important for you guys to know a lot of factors are leading to sells on the bigger time frames, but a lot of factors are leading to buyers on a smaller time frame, meaning that we can start having first buyers before the sellers are coming in, simply because we do see that on a smaller time frame the buyers are pushing in. That means that we're going to expect a break above, a retest, and then we are healthy to enter our buys. As long as the market fails to retest, as long as the market comes right here, breaks below and retesting here, breaks outside, we're confirmed for sales, guys. We're confirmed for sales. If the market doesn't break outside, it means that we are going with buy. This is just obviously building enough momentum to break our strong resistance, because it's a combination of our diagonal resistance and also our horizontal resistance. A combination of this point right here means that we won't be going for sellers if the market fails to break above. So that is what we have for Nasdaq, guys. If the market breaks outside of a bullish trend, then we are going with sells. However, if the market fails to break our bullish trend, it means that we are going for buys. That is what we have for Nasdaq. Let me now analyze US30. This is US30, guys. Let me take it back to a daily time frame. This was our analysis for US30 for the previous week. The market has also reached a similar point, just like Nasdaq. We do have strong sellers coming in and we are in a bearish trend. We were in a bullish trend prior. The market broke outside, hit our strongest support, and now is pushing towards the upside. Just like Nasdaq, guys, this is the most important part that we're at. Break above, having a retest, and then we're pushing for buys, or we are waiting for a break below, giving us a retest, and then we are still back inside our trend. One of the biggest things I want to emphasize, guys, when you're analyzing Nasdaq and US30, US30 is usually the one that leads Nasdaq. Nasdaq does not lead US30. What I mean by that is the day US30 buys, Nasdaq is also most likely to buy. However, the day whereby Nasdaq is most likely to buy doesn't mean that US30 will likely buy on that day. Nasdaq likes to follow, but not the other way around. That is what I mean. So I'm going to remove everything, guys. Look at the market from a clear perspective and see what the market is telling me this week. Let me start analyzing on a bigger time frame. With that resistance, let me see the support that the market can give me. I do see that it doesn't really respect. I do see that the fact that we are saying that we have a bullish trend here doesn't respect the fact that we are leaving out the third leg. This can also be a sense of fake out. And this can also be that we are in a slight bullish trend, meaning that we have a bullish momentum, correction, bullish impulse move, correction, and we are now expecting an impulse move until we reach our overall high. This is what we might likely have. I'd also like to remove that and analyze again. Let me look at current market price. When we look at the current market price, when I analyze from the top, guys, it does show that we are still inside our trend. Let me see if the market respects the support area. When it comes to the support, the market does respect, guys. It does show that from here, we had basically the first creation of our bearish trend. Then from here on, the market started entering into this trend, having its impulse move correction, impulse move correction, impulse move, and now we are correcting. Currently, we are here, whereby we are at a strong resistance. A break above this resistance, guys, obviously leads to buys towards the upside as stated on a daily time frame. A break below will lead to sellers. Let's dive in deeper and see what the market is telling us. As you guys can see, man, when you're analyzing indices are most likely similar, especially when you analyze GER30, US30, and NAS100. The market is most likely playing with similar setups. These are what we call positive correlation pairs. These are not negative correlation pairs. Your negative correlation pairs, guys, will be your gold and DXY. Those are our negative correlation pairs. But when you look at US30, Nasdaq, and GER30, that is when we know that we have positive correlation pairs. Let me dive in deeper to my 1 hour time frame. With my 1 hour time frame, I still see that we have a strong bullish momentum coming in, building enough momentum to break our week high. Our FS Gold institutional strategy is indicating that this is a week high. It means that the market is building enough momentum to break above and go long. So it means for Nasdaq and US30, we are planning to go long when it comes to next week. As long as we don't have a break out of our bullish trend, then that means we are looking for buys towards the upside. This is what we have, guys. We basically have a break outside, retest. From then on, that's when we enter our buys. Knowing that the reason I'm giving it enough space is because if the market does come to basically break my stop loss, it means that the market broke outside and we are now going with sells towards the downside, guys. Never force your predictions on the market. Wait to see what the market wants to show you. Wait to see what the market is telling you, and you simply follow. For US30, guys, we are similar with Nasdaq. It means that next week we are looking to go bullish. We are at the very critical moment because a break above means that we have broken outside of our bearish trend, and basically the market, if it breaks our secondary bullish trend, we are still inside our bearish trend and we are going towards the downside. That is what we have for US30 as well, guys. It's similar with Nasdaq. That is what we have. Let me analyze the last one, which is GER30. GER30, US30, and NAS100 are basically similar. They have a positive correlation pair. So let me go to a daily time frame. I don't usually always trade GER30 because my favorite pairs when it comes to indices are most likely US30 and Nasdaq. But as you guys can see, man, these are simply just similar pairs. As you guys can see, they are not the same. They are different but similar. When it comes to GER30, guys, I can actually see that the market is looking more of a bullish market because this is a strong high. Let me mark out my high. You can obviously use your candlestick or your line chart to check whether you have respecting highs, inspecting lows. This will be our highest high. This will be our low for the day. And this will be the medium of the day, right? So this is what we have, guys. When we look at GER30, we are seeing that overall, the market is in a bullish trend. Looking at GER30, guys, is showing me clearly that the market is in an overall bullish trend. That is what we have, guys. Right now, I'm seeing that the market is simply creating a correction towards the downside. And from then on, we are heading back with bias, having basically our impulse move towards the upside. That is just an overall outlook looking at GER30. Okay, so let's dive in deeper and look at the current market price. When we look at the current market price, understanding that overall we are in a bullish trend. Let me go back to candlestick. When you analyze, guys, you need to give yourself time on the chart. You need to give yourself space, give yourself time and analyze and see exactly what the market is telling you. This looks like a strong support area. Let's check out the resistance. Also, this looks like a strong resistance area. We do have a lot of touches and also a continuation of touches towards the upside. Yes, guys, that was our bullish trend. The market broke outside and we are now headed for sells towards the downside. When I look at GER30, guys, GER30 is looking a bit different from US30 and Nasdaq. GER30 has more of a bearish momentum because, as we can see, let me remove the previous bullish trend. When it comes to GER30, this is what we see right here, guys. We do have support and resistances all the way towards the downside. We do also have some bit of movement here. This is what we see, guys. Let me dive in deeper to 4-hour time frame to see exactly what is the market telling me. As you guys can see, man, we're having a very strong high and also have a very strong bearish momentum coming in. We are obviously heading towards our resistance, but GER30 is looking a bit bearish, more than our Nasdaq and US30. So it's most likely GER30 might not follow those pairs for the next week, provided that if it does follow the pairs, it might have a strong rejection bigger than Nasdaq and US30 instruments. This is what I'm looking for, guys. When I'm looking at GER30, I'm basically seeing that we might be having sales coming in with a very strong bearish momentum right here. As you guys have seen also, we do have a lot of sellers coming in. I'm simply going to dive in deeper and see if we do have a bullish momentum that will counter trend our analysis over here and dive in deeper to a 1-hour time frame. When I check my 1-hour time frame, guys, we did have a sense of bullish momentum coming in, but as you guys can see, it is not as strong as Nasdaq and US30, meaning that the market is most likely going to fail breaking above this area. We have very strong sellers coming in the market, guys. We have very strong sellers coming in, and that can help us basically create a strong resistance. Like I said, guys, the market can have a strong pullback. The pullback can even stop here before the market retests backs up and follows Nasdaq and US30. We can have a strong rejection before having our bias towards the upside, simply because we have a lot of strong momentum of sellers coming in, preventing us to break our high over here, guys. Obviously right here we have a weak high, but moving along from this second high as indicated on the 4-hour time frame, this is also one of the most strongest high. And obviously, guys, that is if the market respects the setup. I'm not forcing my predictions on the market. I'm simply looking at the market from a fair perspective. When you're trading, guys, it's important for you guys to cater for possibilities and also cater for probabilities. It's probable the market might respond, and there's a possibility that the market might not respond your analysis. So don't just force your predictions. Wait for the confirmations for you to basically enter your trade. If we are looking to go long, guys, we're going to wait for a break above, a retest, and then we are planning to go long with our GER30. That is if it breaks our resistance zone over here. As you guys can see, we do have a lot of sellers coming in. The market is already failing and creating a lot of bearish momentum over here. And that's what we have for GER30 and US30. When it comes to indices, guys, the market has positive correlation pairs. The market can just differ there and there. Obviously, when you look at US30, Nasdaq, and GER30, they only have slight differences there and there, but overall they have strong positive correlation. Others might have strong pullbacks towards the downside. However, overall the market will most likely be bullish if the other two instruments are bullish. So when you're analyzing indices, guys, make sure you don't force your predictions. Make sure you have your entry points and also your entry triggers. I'm using the FS Gold institutional strategy. One of the best quotes I like to use, guys, as traders, that we need to trade like crocodiles. What I mean by that is that, guys, crocodiles never chase their prey. They always wait patiently underwater because they know the prey will surely come to drink water. They waste less energy and have a high kill rate than lions. As a trader, cultivate the habit of patience. Your prey will come to drink and you will make your kill. Just like that, that is how you make profits. Always wait to see what the market is telling you. A break below and failure to cross above. Hence, I'm saying it's important to wait for a retest. Means that the market is going for sells towards the downside. For those who are looking for sells, wait to see your confirmations before you enter your trades. Don't force your predictions. Wait to see what the market is telling you, and then you can enter. As you guys saw how I approached the beginning of this week, I waited for the market to show me where it's going. And just like that, I approached the market like a crocodile. I simply waited. This is how we had the most profitable week this past week as well. For those who don't know, guys, we also do give away our free signals. So if you guys want to stay tuned on what we're looking for this week, make sure you join the link in the description and enter our free Telegram groups. That is where we give you guys all the tips and tricks on how to approach the market each and every week. We'll be doing this analysis, guys, each and every week. Some weeks will only be analyzing currencies if obviously indices are taking too long, because they are most likely similar and they usually have a positive correlation pair. Nonetheless, guys, that's all from me. FS Coach, your mentor, signing out.